What's going on? What's going on? This is the Broke Genius. This is Tech Tuesday. The topic is just impromptu. Impromptu. I basically, um, I've had a busy day, and this is just something that I had, I think, on my list somewhere, and I'm just gonna delete it off my list and just talk about it. All right, so we're gonna talk about three of the best apps that I pretty much have used in, I'd say, the last several years or whatever. I'm gonna name about three apps that sort of from I'll start from the three all the way up real quick. So out of all of the apps, I'd have to say that and this is just based off of experience, based off of ease of use, the way the app is designed and everything. Um, I'll have to say I'll give a runner up. Okay, Plenty of Fish is like a runner up, like in the top three list or whatever. The reason why is because um it's a lot. A free app. It's like it's notorious for a lot of bad people to meet bad people, but it's very easy. A lot of users. Um, it's pretty much where I met my ex-wife. So I have to I have to just as comedy or whatever. I have to list that one. Okay. So number three, I would have to say is Facebook actually has a dating app. Okay. Facebook dating app is pretty live. A friend of mine, he met a girlfriend through there, and he also met he he met a interesting lady on there as well. Let's just say you know uh one night a couple months back was very interesting. But yeah, Facebook app is integrated within Facebook. It's kind of you can kind of meet, it was just basically meet Facebook users. So shout out to the chick I went to high school with that I slid in her DMs back when I initially got on the Facebook, probably like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, 11 years ago, whatever. She was like, this ain't no dating app. Well, it is, motherfucker. It's a dating app. So yeah, Facebook is number three. Number two is Tinder. Okay, Tinder, a lot of users. Very easy. Swipe left, swipe right. Type of thing. Um, and a lot of people use Tinder. So it's like I say, it's a lot of users. And then you could enter travel mode where you can be in like a different location or whatever. If you're traveling, Tinder is pretty good to meet people pretty quick. Okay, so uh, Tinder is number two. Number one, really quickly, is Bumble. Bumble is a number one dating app as far as my opinion. The reason why I believe Bumble is number one is because basically it's a very well made app. Its usability is very good. And then another thing that I like about Bumble, you have to pay more, and I've not paid for any of these apps, but if you pay more, you can actually kind of break things down with Bumble. Um, but you can select certain types of preferences. They give you at least two preferences that you can use, like but if you pay for their little service or whatever, you can use unlimited preferences. So what I currently find out is like what's good. I mean, basically all of these apps, I pretty much don't use them to date. I just, well, it's kind of like random or whatever, but I don't plan on dating any woman on no dating app because primarily I just let them know that I'm not monogamous. So that weeds out 98% of most women, you know. So basically, I guess I'm just on dating apps to just troll. But one thing I like about Bumble is that um, with all of the apps that I mentioned, which is Plenty of Fish, Facebook, and Tinder, when it comes to the octane scale, it's a wide variety, but mostly it's like I would say mostly 85s and 87s, and then some 89s, and rarely some like 92s. Okay. Depending on what area you in, so like the area I'm in right now is more 92s, so you're gonna see more of those. But primarily that's what it is on Facebook app, Tinder, and Plenty of Fish is more of the lower grade type of women. But one thing I like about Bumble is it is literally the hunting ground for 92s on up. I mean, Bumble has some of the most sophisticated women on the app. And another good thing, if you never use Bumble, one thing that's good about it is that the women get to choose as far as like basically they have to talk to you first. So you basically, if you match up with the woman, they have to like either basically chat with you, and then once they chat with you, one thing that is good about Bumble is that you pretty much know this chick is pretty much, you got a warm approach when you got this chick pretty much matched up to you, and she's already said the first line or whatever, how you doing or whatever. You already got like a pretty much warm approach as far as she's already broke the ice. So, and basically you can set like certain preferences like with Bumble, which is I really like, because Tinder you really can't do that. I mean, unless I don't know, I don't know if you get paid, if you pay for a service, you get more features or something. But as far as I know, with Tinder, you cannot set up like preferences like that. But with Bumble, what I have is set up is I have a certain height, so the height that I have is like over 5'6". So I'm pretty much getting all like tall chicks, you know, because I'm like 6'3" myself. So I'm getting all tall chicks, and then I also got it set up with my little free two preferences that I get. I got it set up where basically particular zodiac signs, because like I'm a Virgo, so I selected Gemini, Scorpio, Tauruses, other Virgos, and Cancers, and Pisces. So that those are all of the chicks I get, and then basically soon as I have those set up, I literally start getting more matches than I did before. But like when I get matched up, a lot of times it doesn't go any further because they see on my profile and it says that I'm not monogamous, so they be like, all right, no. But yeah, Bumble is definitely number one in my opinion. This is a real quick one. Basically, I just kind of been busy. I was initially thinking about talking about like IT terms or whatever, but it's like, you know what? I'll save that for another day. But yeah, this is the Broke Genius. This is Tech Tuesdays. This is top three date naps in my opinion. Um, Kind of low key trolling a little bit. Kind of just kind of being comical, but you know, yeah. Here you go.